What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Symphony of Pain, which is in Halo 4, beat the par time on the level Composer. So start up that level, this is the second to last level, and you could do this on any difficulty, so I do this on easy for the purposes of this achievement, because why make it harder on yourself? So grab that guy's sticky detonator as he dies, and then we're just going to allow that guy to die as well from that jackal. Whatever, we don't really care about him. He's a nameless dude. So once he's done killing that guy, we just shoot him in the face and then turn to the right, and there's a bunch of people we're going to kill real quick with our pistol right here. Just shoot all these grunts and these jackals. For the jackals, just shoot them in their little notch to get them to expose their head, and then you could headshot them. The grunts, obviously, you could just headshot right off the bat because they don't have anything blocking those bullets from hitting them in the face. And then this elite we'll take out for good measure, why not? And then we're just going to jump up here, and then we're just going to jump up here. And we could actually take out these beam rifle guys. We don't want them to shoot us. We're going to jump on this railing and sprint and jump across the gap here. It's not too bad of a jump. Just make sure you jump at the end of the railing and not too soon, or else you won't make it across the gap. But run over here, activate this thingamabob right away, the Harbor Master controls. Then kind of crouch behind it for cover, and then just shoot that gun with a sticky detonator and blow it up so that guy on the turret doesn't kill you. And then just leave a nice little present on the ground, aka a sticky detonator bomb, for when those elites jump off. And oh god, oh look at that. The elite died from the force of the sticky detonator sticking to him, not even from the explosion itself, which can happen. So that is I guess that's a valid tactic to use. I mean, I wouldn't really count on it ever, but it could happen. Same thing with grenades. Grenades actually carry a little bit of damage as well when they strike things, but obviously most of their damage comes from when they actually explode. So anyway, once you deal with those 4 elites that come out of the Phantom, we're going to go in here and grab some DMR and some more DMR ammo up on top of the stairs you saw I just grabbed, in exchange for our probably empty pistol at that point. Then we're going to jump down here and proceed to this objective nav point. Just kill all these guys, shoot them from afar. This guy's on the turret, so obviously just shoot him from afar. He's a priority. Shoot this guy. He's got a carbine. Obviously, you could just headshot all these people, except for the elite right here. We're just going to noob combo him real quick, and we don't even really need to kill him. We're just trying to make it easier for us to run past all these people. I probably could have run past them before they even before I even took out any of them, but just thinning them out, make it a little bit easier for ourselves. We have 20 minutes to complete this. This is kind of a long level just because of the fight at the end. Is kind of drawn out, the Big Mantis fight, and also there's just a really long segment of dialogue at the end. It's like 2 minutes long, so you do want to finish with at least a couple minutes to spare, because you have to go through all of that nonsense and then activate a door right at the end to finish the level off. So keep that in mind. I'll show you that obviously when we get there. And for now, I'm just killing all these people. Not too much to say here. We're going to run past some choice people because obviously we don't need to kill everyone. We just need to get to the end of the level quickly. So right here, I like to grab the thruster pack and this shotgun, and we're going to deal with these 2 hunters. You have to kill these hunters. You can't run past them or anything. And this is going to end the first section of this level. So you can see I just wrap around and shoot them in the orange, which is their weak spot, the orange back that's exposed there. That is actually all just worms, straight up worms. If you don't know, hunters are just a conglomeration of a bunch of worms that are kind of working together to form a gigantic, horrifying, nightmarish biped. But they could take on other forms, like when they're in the scarab. Yes, scarabs are actually just hunters walking around. Just a bunch of hunters put together, basically, to move that whole thing around. But you can see I'm going to grab some sticky detonator ammo, and I have my DMR, and I'm going to activate that door when it tells me to, and that just activates the first cutscene in this level. And I'm just going to run over here. I skipped ahead, obviously the cutscene we don't need to watch. And this part I've sped up because it's me just running a lot. You can see I'm running and jumping and smacking and then running again. That gives you unlimited sprint if you time it well. So just sprint, jump and smack, and then sprint again. And effectively that gives you unlimited sprint. So I'm going to slow it down here again, but you can see right when this door opens, I kill that Marine because he actually wastes a lot of time. He walks up to that monitor that I was just looking at, and takes his time and then opens the door for you. But if you kill him, the door just opens automatically on its own, instead of him talking and slowly getting up and walking over to the monitor to activate the door for you. We don't got time to wait around for you. We have to prevent the Didact from stealing this Composer, which we're ultimately going to fail at. Spoiler, I apologize. But anyway, we're just going to fight our way through these hallways. There is a way to get outside of the map, but it's kind of tough, and it's way more annoying and involved than it has to be for the purposes of this achievement. Obviously, we could do this on easy and just run past most of the enemies, which apparently I'm not even doing. I'm just kind of fighting them, apparently. But feel free to run past some of these guys. You really only need to take out the elites, I suppose. And even this guy isn't really posing a serious threat. I really could just run past him. I don't know why I didn't do that, but you can do that if you'd like. But you'll come to this door, and on the left the door will open as well, so run up there. And normally in this section you have to fight a bunch of people before the doors on the end open, but you could actually run up to this door, and you'll see it says loading done, and that means this door is about to open. So you can just sprint ahead. I think when you run up to that door where it said loading done, it believes you're in the next section, so it just opens the door right up, which makes that section very easy, obviously not having to kill anybody. That elite that I just assassinated is always not facing you. He has his back to you every time, so you could easily assassinate him. And then you can see I just ran past most of the people here. So this is another section that we skipped last time, and we could actually skip it again. There's a way to get out of the map here with some grenades or a concussion rifle. We could kind of get out of the map. But I'm just going to show you this alternative, which is depressurizing all these airlocks as they come into them, and they'll just get sucked right out into space. So it takes a little bit longer, obviously, than getting out of the map and moving to the next section, but it's way easier. And we're just going to do this repeatedly as they come into this area, or as they think they're coming into this area, and then we'll just keep sucking them out. And then there'll be no more, and we can move on to the next section. That was a waste of a sticky detonator that I just did right there, trying to kill that carbine jackal. I did leave a couple people behind me alive because it's on easy, so I didn't really care about them. I really just wanted to focus on getting these people sucked out first. And you can use your radar. And you can use your radar, obviously, to see where they're coming in next. And I can see on my radar there's a couple of people behind me now, but don't worry, they're just grunts. They spawn in later, which apparently is now. So there's only a couple more left. Deactivate that one or depressurize it. And we got one more here. And then we'll be able to take out those two grunts behind me and move on to the next section. So here we go. If you are interested in seeing alternative methods, the more difficult ones, such as getting out of the map, so you could just totally avoid everybody here, you can check those out in my Lazo guides and my speedrun guides, the guides to complete everything on Legendary in under 3 hours for each game. I definitely used the more advanced tactics in those. But I also like to sprinkle in some easier tactics as well, because obviously we don't have to be doing the crazy speedrun glitches every single time. We just need to get under 3 hours for that achievement. So definitely check those out if you're interested. I also have hundreds of other Master Chief Collection videos covering most of the achievements. Eventually all of them will be covered, and that includes all the collectibles, so skulls, terminals, ODST audio logs, blast soda cans, really just everything that you would want or need, so definitely check that out. And this Halo channel is actually going to be covering all of the Halo achievements eventually, so that includes all of the Xbox 360 achievements, all of the Xbox One achievements, and also PC and mobile achievements as well, so stick around for that, especially with Halo 5 dropping in 2 weeks. Also, I guess I should talk about my Twitch stream. We're just going to smack these guys. They're not really doing much. And we're going to run to the Mantis and just start killing everything. But, oh, I always forget about this room. Always forget about this room. After this room, we'll start killing things in the Mantis. But for this room, we'll just, headshot all the grunts and jackals. And for the elites down there, we can just sticky detonate them right quick. And that will finish them off. So then we don't have to deal with anything. There will be nothing left to deal with. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Just finishing off these two grunts at the end here, and I'm going to speed this part up. It's me just running to the Mantis, and then I'll slow it down again to normal speed. But we're just going to hop in the Mantis and, kill a bunch of people. So not much to explain there. So back to my Twitch channel, I probably will be, by probably I mean I'm definitely going to be streaming all of the week before Halo 5 drops. So that'd be what? I'll start streaming probably the 19th, all the way up till the release of Halo 5. I'll be streaming all of the Halo FPS games in chronological order. So I'll be starting with Halo Reach, and then I'll play that all on Legendary. Then I'll do Halo 1, then 2, and partway through 2, I'm going to switch out for Halo 3 ODST, because chronologically, Halo 3 ODST happens in the middle of Halo 2. And then I'll switch back to Halo 2, and then I'll switch over to Halo 3, and then 4. And then Halo 5 will come out, and I'll be streaming that as well. So I'll be streaming that at midnight, because I've taken off work to, just play Halo 5 constantly. So definitely check that out if you're interested. I'll be playing through all of those games I just mentioned on Legendary. And normally in my videos, they're instructional, so I don't have the cutscenes, but I won't be skipping any cutscenes, so we'll all get the full story on what's going on in the Halo universe. So that should be fun. Kind of a primer for Halo 5, except primers are kind of short summaries of what happened. Not, playing out the entire series again. This is more of a marathon, which coincidentally was Bungie's game before Halo. There was a trilogy of marathon games. We just came full circle here, ladies and gentlemen. But enough about that. Let's talk about this video. So we're basically in the Mantis, obviously, and we're just taking out as many enemies as quickly as possible. This is kind of a firefight-esque section of this mission where we just have waves and waves of enemies continuously coming at us, and we gotta hold out and just survive, basically. So since it's on easy, I'm kind of being more risky than I would be normally. I'm walking around the whole section and killing things. If it was on a higher difficulty, I'd kind of hang back because obviously I'd be taking more damage. Some things you want to take note of are the fact that you probably don't want to walk into a Wraith Mortar like I just did. That's kind of stupid, but I did, and I'm fine, I guess. So maybe there's a lesson in that, but you probably don't want to do that. And now I'm just taking straight up damage to my Mantis, which is not good. But anyway, Banshees will start coming in, and now I'm, getting hit by Banshee bombs. This is not good. This is not good news. You do want to use your missiles for the Banshees, especially because they actually do lock on to flying vehicles, and Banshees are flying vehicles, so definitely do that with those. And also the Phantoms you could actually lock onto as well and take those guys down before they even drop off their troops. So if you could get in enough shots to do that, that's a very good tactic to use, because then you don't have to deal with any ground troops because you've killed them before they even hit the ground. Other things you want to be aware of are any enemies that have plasma pistols, because they don't do much damage on their own, but they actually could stun you, and then you can't even move or shoot for a little while. And you also want to watch out for that guy. I was just shooting the guy on the human turret. The grunts like to get on human turrets that are set up over there sometimes, so he's kind of chipping away at my shields. It's not too bad on easy, but on legendary it just destroys you if they're on a human turret, which is not good. That Phantom always has a bunch of suicide grunts jumping out, and a lot of times they just explode midair like they just did, which is kind of funny looking. You see I just took out that Phantom. A Phantom will blow up with 2 chain guns worth of ammo, so it will overheat and then cool down and then overheat again, and same with your missile pods. You need to lock on with 10 missiles and 2 chain gun overheatings worth of bullets, whatever that unit is, I don't know. But that will take out a Phantom, so definitely do that if you're able to. Obviously there's other priorities sometimes, like Wraiths and Suicide Grunts and everything's coming at you all at once. Did I really just rhyme there? That sounded like a Christmas carol or something. I think I might have to do that. I think I might have to make my own little poem and, say it on Christmas night. That might be something I do. I might have a special Christmas video that comes out based in the Halo universe. Might be something I need to branch out into. But anyway, you can see we've come to the last section. I've sped up this part because it's me just hopping out and running over to the nav point over there. Be aware that there are some enemies that could still be alive. Just because the nav point says, hey, come over here, it doesn't mean everyone's dead in the area. Most of them are dead, but not all of them. So definitely be aware of that, especially if there's an elite or a grunt still on a human turret. That definitely could ruin your day. But anyway, this is the room where we activate the computer, and then there's 2 minutes of dialogue and nonsense happening. So I cut that out, but you definitely want to make sure you have at least 2 minutes to spare by the time you get to that room, because it does take 1.5 to 2 minutes to get through that. And then you just turn around and activate the panel on the door once it prompts you to, and that finishes the level. But that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch at SilverScorpion4, and I will see you guys later for more Halo achievements.